What's going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the TransArt BWM01 Strange Friend. This is the first in their Beast Wars Masterpiece line, and it is Transmutate. So, nice drawing here of Transmutate on the box. I don't know if it's original or not, so something that's just kind of a possibility. And there's the back. What's interesting is we see Silverbolt and Rampage here. I wonder if that's kind of a tease for something or not, but I did think that that was pretty interesting to have the line art for those two. I'm all for them doing Rampage. They really got to come hard with the Silverbolt. Now, as of this recording, they have teased the Transmetal Optimus Primal, which I think is shaping up to look pretty good. So, again, interesting kind of choices here. Again, I would not, I'm fine with them just knocking out all the Transmetal stuff. I think JX really shines in the Transmetal 2 department. And honestly, at this point, whichever company gets me my masterpieces first wins the race, I guess. I mean, I don't know. So anyways, there's that. There is really no instructions. There are really no instructions, I should say. You get a couple of accessories. You get the kind of, I guess, quizzical face. Just, I really wouldn't know what kind of expression to give this. The learning face, I don't know. And then you get the Thing of Nightmares face. So there is that. And, of course, you get the figure with a face on it. Let's see if I can't get it in here. It's pretty big. I mean, it's masterpiece scale, so it's going to... It's going to be pretty big. She was a pretty large character in the show. Now, I do have her standing like completely straight up and not hunched over. So I'm going to kind of show off. Well, let's start up here. The kind of articulation you get. You basically have to put this together, but it's really easy. You can see there's a hole with kind of like a slot cut out. Just line the slot up on the corresponding piece, and everything stays in there just like it has to. You hear nice clicky joints, and you get the clicks out right there. You get clicky joints there, but it's just a hinge right there, which I'm fine with. Interestingly enough, this piece can go up and down on these kind of pistons, and of course you get just straight hinges at the elbows. This is on a ball joint, which is fine, and then hinges here, nothing for the thumb. You have ball joints back here, which I have stiffened up with some clear packing tape, but that still didn't really fix the stability issues that a lot of folks were having. I had it as well. I went and took some tape and wrapped it around these piston pieces, and that keeps her very much how I need it. Let's see, can I even go down like that? I want to compare with the Build-A-Figure here. So, I mean, she's supposed to be hunched over, you know what I mean? So, let's try to do all this forward like that to try to, I guess, replicate the Build-A-Figure. The Build-A-Figure is kind of, I guess, supposed to be in a static pose, but anyways, let's see. Oh, and these come out super easy, these little ball joints here. Kind of annoying, but you can sort of get them to stay. But even then, like, I don't know, you can see it's starting to swoop downward just to try to, I guess, replicate the Build-A-Figure. It's going to be hard to do, but you just position this stuff accordingly, it'll be fine. Find the balance, basically. TransArt is supposed to be releasing a fix for this. I don't know. I don't think it's going to cost anything. I think you just got to, like, email them, basically. So there's that. But yeah, so without this, this would just slump all the way down on these pistons. They are working pistons. You can pull them out, wrap the tape around them, and so forth. They're connected on these little ball joints up here, so you can get decent enough-ish waist movement. But again, these like to pop out of this crotch piece pretty easily. You have ratchets forward and back here. You don't get any, like, outward motion, which, I mean, I'm kind of fine with. This will bend all ways. That's a working piston, and of course the ratchet there in the ankle. Again, ratchet knee, ratchet ankle, and you even can move this back and forth, which is also ratcheted. Which is interesting. It's interesting they put that kind of detail into it, and I believe these are all like moving pieces for Transmutate from the show. It takes a minute to find the perfect balance for the figure, but once you do, it's fine. I mean, I really don't see how you're going to put a whole lot of strain and posing on Transmutate, you know what I mean? Also, this piece will move back to there, just about all the way back, and then you can get it to move up to there. So there is that. Also, you get up there, and you get some side to side. These pistons in the neck, these are super tight, so be mindful of those. So I couldn't get them to go all the way in. I wasn't going to, but you get some rotation there at the head, and even some up and down there at the head. So you can position it accordingly, and kind of however you see fit. These are pretty easy to pop out, but I kind of prefer that, up here and down here. So there's that. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot to this figure, all things considered. Let me get her backed up. So the cool thing here is the electronics, as you can see. Now, I just pushed it the one time, and I believe they stay on. Turn the lights off, so there you go. And then you give it another push, and it goes out. So these are some really nice electronics, but it's pretty easy. Just pull the face off. You would pull this little piece out. This is like the entirety of the electronics. And there's a little plastic piece that they tell you to remove. It's just kind of, I guess, keep it from going off in the box or draining the battery or whatever. And then you can, replace the faces as you see fit. And we're going to do this face next. That went on a little loose, but be all right. And then, again, kind of position her to stand. And then, let's see, we'll do that. All right, that lights up fine. And the nightmare face, I think is what folks like to call it. There we go. Get it standing. Let's shut these lights off. So, there you have it. That's pretty good on the electronics, I must say. Kind of hope their Primal comes with electronics, you know what I mean? So, looked like it was almost about to turn off there. But yeah, I prefer the smiling face. That's just the one that I kind of associate with Transmutate a little bit better. And, this is about the pose that's going to stay in. It's really awesome, man. We're just 4 years into Beast Wars Masterpiece, and we already got our Autobot Spike. You know what I mean? So I really do like that. Even with the issues there, you can get yours fixed. I still do really dig this offering from TransArt. I think this was awesome. This was totally out of left field. Some folks are saying it's a knockoff, and it really isn't. And shout out to G.I. Joe Storm Shadow for the stand here. Anyone who has the 10th anniversary Transmutate, the thing is laden with gold plastic syndrome. Everything breaks on it. This thing's held together with glues and pins. You know what I mean? So, but there's that. I think some folks were kind of complaining a little bit about the color. I think these colors are accurate, the silvers and the bronzes, opposed to just the bronzes. Some folks, maybe took some issue with that, but went back and watched the cartoon. I feel that it's accurate. So there's the 10th anniversary, and here's the Collector's Club, Beast Wars Uprising, Transmutate. So we kind of see what all we got there. I wouldn't imagine this character would get any more love out of official or unofficial channels. So really cool. I really do dig TransArt for doing this. Again, I am looking forward to their, I think they call it Surfboard Gorilla, their Optimus Primal. I think that's going to be another fun release. I hope they're diligent with the colors like they are on Transmutate here. I see they went with metallic here instead of like a chrome. So that I know that there's no precedence for chrome, but that kind of leaves me hopeful for some chrome on for no chrome rather on their Transmetal Optimus Primal. So I hope they're able to kind of nail that and do that some justice. So yeah, pretty solid. The ratchets are all nice and tight. The only issue is definitely in the torso section. However, they are, like I said, issuing fixes. I'm probably going to opt out of it. This is fine for me. Like I'm cool with it. How it stands like this. So yeah, if you haven't picked one up, I recommend you do so. I don't know if Agabyss still has them in stock, but I would check there first. If you can't find them there, I would definitely check eBay. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next review.